Hello, good afternoon. Guess most of you already know me. I'm Eduardo Trindade. I work for Oxford University Press, and I'm the national consultant for doing teacher training courses, workshops. And today I'm going to, be a little bit different from our colleagues, from other publishers. I'm going to present something online, something digital, something that I have already told you last year in the ESOL presentation as well, but just as we say in French, comme passant. Because in fact I didn't have much information about it. So the point is, today I can talk a little bit more about it, which is OxfordEnglishTesting.com, our new website, devoted to, first of all, practice tests. But when we started developing this product, we thought the teachers already have problems in correcting not only practice, but also placement tests. Most of the times, you all teachers feel like that, don't you? When you get home and you don't have time for being with your relatives, your son, daughter, or whatever, and you have to correct piles of tests, you certainly feel like that. I have felt like that before. So, and we also have to bear in mind that most of the countries, most of the places in the world are now connected through this, what we call this cloud that we have, which is the Web 2.0 platforms. And this is an example. I don't know where this guy is from, but probably from a very distant place. And he's got a cell phone with him. So that's showing we are connected anywhere we need an internet connection, we can find it. Those are just some kids. And what I want to tell you is that also we're teaching 21st century kids. We're teaching what the researchers about web technologies call the digital natives. We might be digital immigrants. My wife says she's a digital illiterate, whatever. Some of us might be digital illiterates. We have to try hard to find our places in the digital world, in the online world, because our kids are learning through that way also. So we should be giving them the best we can towards this as well. This is just an example of what I said before. This is a new term coined by the web researchers also. It's called the cloud, which is the idea that nowadays you don't need to store anything in your computer. Everything is in the cloud. I mean, if you need to find a picture, you can upload your picture in the cloud, and then you will find anywhere you have a suitable internet connection. So that is kind of what our system is offering you now. Now imagine practice tests, placement tests, recording results, instant feedback, tracking progress, the learning management system, all the main suite exams for Cambridge ESOL online in our website. So all of those words are part of what we call the cloud of the OxfordEnglishTesting.com system. So what we have here is a huge, powerful system called the OLMS, the Oxford Learning Management System. And the idea is that through this tool, you will be able to manage, at first, students, classes, and teachers of your institution, of your organization. You will be able to be assigning tasks, tracking your students' progress, and recording results automatically, and giving them, of course, a good analysis of their results. You can use that, of course, if you have an interactive whiteboard, or just in the lab, in the computer lab, whatever. And there are two different types of tests. One of them is the placement test, and another one is the practice test for the Cambridge mainstream exams, right? Now what we have in the Oxford placement test is a bank, a database of questions where students won't do the same task ever, because we have a self-adaptive system. That means when the students start doing, they will answer, and according to their answers, they will be guided to a different question because their level will be suited according to what they're answering. So let's suppose you start answering correct, and you move a little bit. Then you start answering wrong, and you go back a little bit, and until you have like an average of what you have as the CFR levels or whatever. We also have the practice tests. As I said, the main students are there, the CAT, FCC, IELTS, we have interactive features helping with learning. So if you assign them, because there are two possible ways for assigning a task. Either in test mode, it will be a mock exam, or as a practice mode. If you assign it in practice mode, then students will have a lot of features, like dictionary lookup. Just clicking twice, the word pops up in dictionary from OET, of course. We have a definition of the word. Then you have also hints for doing the exam. time. Instant feedback interaction. So students, if they are doing it in a practice test, that can be assigned as a blended learning resource. Because you can also break the tasks. For example, I'm just assigning a part of a reading paper, so my students will do that as a homework, because through the learning management system, I can do that. I send them pieces of this every week, so they have what we call the online homework, right? And this is, as I said, just the beginning, because, of course, all those things that I don't need to read for you, because you'll be able to read, all those things are backed up by OEP. And this is just the beginning. This is just the entry door for OEP in the online world. What I mean with that is that we are already testing through this system workbooks that are going online. So instead of buying a plain black and white dull workbook, we do know that the students feel they are dull workbooks nowadays, you can have the workbook, not the course book, online. So one of the examples is we have that result already there, and the workbook is going to be online. So you can assign your homework through the same system. They will be doing what we call blended learning element in the system. So this will be certainly more motivating for students instead of doing an activity in a plain black and white paper, right? So this is a little bit, and what I want to tell you is that if you want, I can give, for 3 of you, then we might find a way of doing a raffle for that by the end, of course. 3 of you might be doing a task. I will be assigning, what I need is only your emails and names, of course, for those of you who are going to get the task, because then I'll be assigning a task as if you were one of my students. So you can just take a taste of it. You can feel it as if you were a student, if it's really suitable for your realities, right? So anything you need, my email is eduardo.trindade@oup.com. And there is further explanation about the website in some posts in my blog, which is eduardo.trindade.com.br. Very easy. So Trindade without any .com.br. There you'll find a lot of other information about this system as well. If you need anything, we'll be on our stand. Let's have the coffee break now. Thank you very much.